So, in light of the title of this seminar, I've broken that down into objectives that hopefully you will consider have been fulfilled by the end of this webinar. And those are on the screen just now. The first point is a recap on the fundamentals of the main ways to terminate commercial leases. And there's three noted there. The first, by excluding tacit relocation. So that's in a scenario where the contractual end date of the lease or an existing period of tacit relocation is coming to an end, and you are seeking to avoid the further operation of tacit relocation or the first instance of tacit relocation occurring, and that needs to be done timeously. The rule being no less than 40 clear days before the lease end date or the last day of the existing tacit period. The second is break notices, so that's termination by a right conferred under the lease, and that's typically during the full lease period. So, for example, a break after 5 years in a 10-year lease. And the third there is irritancy. So that is a scenario where the tenant is in breach of their obligations under the lease, and those breaches are typically split up, and indeed for the purposes of the relevant legislation, there's a clear distinction between monetary breaches on the one hand and non-monetary breaches on the other hand. The second overarching objective of the seminar or webinar today is to cover recent case law, in particular on irritancy and break notices. Although we will also cover, relatively speaking, a recent development about tacit relocation, albeit it's from 2021. And the third point, just tying together the part of the title that refers to practice, I will cover off the potential practical implications from recent developments. For example, what methods, generally speaking, without having a particular lease in mind, might one want to use when serving a notice, having regard to what particular type of notice it is.